Hello, my sweet Virgos. We're going to do a little bit of everything today for you. I hope my speaker microphone is working. If it's not, I'm going to have to buy another one. We're going to call on St. Michael. St. Michael, please transmute all negative energy to positive, sent toward myself or the sign of Virgo. We're going to call on the Holy Spirit, angel saints, spirit guides, and ancestors, and ask for a message for Virgo's greater good. We pray for truth and only truth for the sign of Virgo. All right, this is the angels and ancestors, overall energy for Virgo. Guidance for Virgo. Virgo, sun, moon, or rising, or anywhere in your chart. Flip or switch the roles as they apply to you. Be open to healing information by way of your intuition, Virgo. You are getting downloads, prophetic dreams, inner knowing. Because you are a high priestess, it's time to harness your mystical power, okay? Step into your gifts. It's going to bring in abundance in your life, growth. All right, let's see. What does Virgo need to know? What does Virgo need to know? Current energy, receiving blessings, dropping the burden, finally dropping the burden and receiving blessings. Virgo. This has to do with you being presented with a new beginning, a new opportunity, Virgo. Yeah, an opportunity to stand in the star energy, stand in the limelight. You're being called to do something. This could be online, this could be travel, this could be anything to you, but it's going to help so many. So this new beginning, whatever it is you're being presented with, is destined for you because you are meant to help others, Virgo. I love it. I just split the deck and ignited passion and the magician card. You are a magician. That is the Virgo Gemini card. You have all the tools you need to create something, to follow your passion, and to help others. So let's see. Overall energy for Virgo. Virgo. Yeah, so you have had, in the course of your life, so many of these devil energies, dark, toxic people trying to interfere with what it is you're being called to do. But you've been resting, rejuvenating, and healing, raising your vibration so that you can come into alignment. Yeah, facing your shadow, healing from the wounds at the hands of dark, low vibrational people is giving you the truth and clarity, not only on yourself and what you needed to learn from these lessons, these experiences, but also your new path, victory and success. You can expect financial and material changes. I love that. All right, let's see, Virgo. For Virgo, what does Virgo need to be aware of? For Virgo, current energy for Virgo. And what is the obstacle? This has been coming out a lot. Advice and outcome. We got two. Yeah. You're going to go the distance, Virgo. You see clearly. I do get the energy of someone here trying to take you back to the old version of you, trying to suck you back into a past karmic cycle. The obstacles, this person's feeling abandoned by you. You have abandoned the situation. The advice, continue to get in alignment with your higher self and with God. This can also talk about you being in your highest vibration and calling in aligned partnerships, romance, business, friendships. The outcome, you are going to see through the illusions. You are too tapped in the breathe energy. You've done too much healing work to be duped by anyone that's just trying to suck you back into a karmic cycle. Now, it may not even be the same person, Virgo. I don't know why they're saying this to me. This could be new people that enter your reality with the same dark qualities of someone from your past that you've already freed yourself from. So be mindful, pay attention to the red flags. Tell me about this round and round. Hold on a second. Whoever this is to you, this is someone that's trying to block justice, trying to block you from getting what's fair, round and round. Yeah, to keep you stuck. To keep you stuck. It can be someone from your past, or it can be someone that embodies the same energy. They're saying, listen to your intuition and move away from these type of energies, no matter who they are. Whether it's somebody from your past or someone new, that has the same qualities. It's time for you to stand in your authority, to follow your passion, be in your full power, Virgo. The obstacle is someone is feeling abandoned by you. This is someone from the past, definitely, that is very imbalanced mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and they're being haunted by the memories of you. They're being haunted by their own actions. Hold on. Yeah, because this is someone that manipulated. They blocked the truth. They created illusions. They lied. They're being haunted by this because they're under judgment now. All right, let's look at soulmates. Soulmates. Advice. The advice here is anyone that causes conflict, anyone that causes confusion, illusion, disturbs your peace. The divine is saying in order for you to maintain your alignment with your higher self and with God is to take a leap of faith in a new direction. Move away from these energies. Be committed to a new path. Yeah. Committed to a new path, seeing through the illusions, turning your back to anyone that tries to create illusions and moving on, forging a new path for yourself and doing it from a space of self-love. Okay, the outcome, someone that's trying to create illusions, you're not stressed, you're not concerned because you're too tapped in. Your intuition definitely guides you, Virgo. Outcome for Virgo. Outcome for Virgo. Outcome for Virgo. Yeah, so there is a completion here of a karmic cycle that ended very painfully for you. But that cycle is completed. Divine intervention stepped in. The spiritual realm stepped in to free you so that you could pursue your passion, what's destined for you. This is an attempt from someone from your past or a past-like energy trying to drag you back into a karmic cycle. It comes full circle. The meaning comes full circle. Again, this is the attempt. This is what's going on in the current energy. So I don't see it working. I just don't. Now, I want you to know this can also be someone either you had a family with or a family member that's doing this. They definitely want to block your financial opportunities, Virgo, but it is not going to work. It's definitely either a sibling, an ex, someone, anyone in your family. It could be a child. Whoever this is, the intention here is to drag you back into a karmic dynamic because they don't want you to prosper. They don't want you to move on. They want you to stay stuck like they are. So, again, with the round and around in the current energy, this is someone that is trying to keep you stuck. They are creating injustice because they don't want you to get what's fair, but I do see you moving on to peace. Round and around for Virgo. Yeah. You're definitely standing in your authority. Enough is enough. Five of Wands, this jealousy, this envy, whatever these games are that these people are playing because they are upset that they can't accomplish what you've accomplished because they refuse to heal. You're standing in the Queen of Swords energy. You're sticking with the facts. You're going to speak your truth and you're going to cut these energies out. It will create a tower for these people because it's going to hurt their ego. It's going to bring judgment into their life because it's the truth. They don't want to face the truth. They can't handle the truth. With orphaned, you see their free will actions put them in this energy. Their free will actions, their jealousy, their envy, their greed, whatever it was, that is what has put them in this energy. They are responsible for this, but they can't handle that truth. They have to blame others. They don't want others to succeed. If they're going to fail, they want you to fail, Virgo. Now they're very imbalanced and being haunted by the memories of what was done. The blockages, there was manipulation, there were lies. There was distortion of the truth. Obstacle. The obstacle. The obstacle is somebody is in mental anguish because you have moved on. You have escaped their grasp. They can no longer interfere and play mind games. They can't play in your energy and they can't get you to believe illusions. Yeah, this is a false emperor energy, whether it's a man or a woman that thrives on control and dominance. This cycle is over. It's over. And they know it. So the advice is, in order for you to stay in alignment with your higher self and with God, you have to take a leap of faith in a new direction, away from those that would create chaos and conflict. Being committed to a new path, turning your back to anyone that tries to create illusions. You are too tapped in to fall for it. Soulmates. Soulmates as the advice. Advice. Yeah, this is definitely by you releasing past people where there is not good memories. These are people that have been passive aggressive, demeaning, controlling, dominating. They've lied, they've sabotaged, they have deceived and betrayed you. These are people that you don't have good memories from the past that you are releasing. By doing so, your wishes and dreams are going to come true. 9 of Cups. And you are going to have the confidence and independence to build something on your own. The outcome. You're unbothered or unconcerned about the illusions of others because you are too tapped in, so you see clearly. You're following your passion, and this was after a very painful ending because this is the only way Virgos will give up. It has to be so devastating because Virgos don't give up on people. We don't. We will stay and stay and stay to our own detriment. But divine intervention stepped in because the divine knew the game these people or this person was playing to keep you stuck in a loop, a never-ending story, a perpetual pain and victimization. This was definitely either someone you had a family with or a family member that's trying to block you from your gifts, from opportunities, from prosperity, but it's not going to work because you're the Queen of Pentacles. You're too grounded, too stable, and too tapped in. Outcome. Outcome. You're moving on. And because you're in alignment, St. Michael is definitely protecting you. You're forging a new path. You're not listening to what other people have to say about your ideas, the path you're on. You don't care if they ridicule you. You don't care if they mock you. You don't care. You're standing your authority. You're too aligned. You have a greater purpose than these low vibrational people that are stuck in 3D reality. You're too tapped in. And this is why St. Michael is coming in to say, I'm protecting you. You don't have to worry. They don't have access to you. You are going to make this new investment and you are going to receive your blessings because you've learned to love yourself. You've learned to protect your energy and you've learned to listen to the spiritual guidance you receive. It's pretty amazing. All right, let's see. I want to do one from the Career and Life Situations deck for my Virgos. Career, what do they need to know in career for my sweet Virgos? What do they need to know about career? Career. Gifts. You are uncovering new talents that will land you new work and a better position. You could get more money with the deal as well. This has to do with your gifts. It doesn't have to be a 3D job like a 9 to 5. This can be a spiritual work. This could be you opening your own business. It has to do with your gifts. So you are uncovering new talents that's guiding you toward what you're meant to do, okay? Education. You may need to take some class or do research to find a better position, or you may find yourself writing a book or teaching others. You could be called to do any of these things. Hold on a second, Virgo. You're receiving signs. You're putting together pieces of the puzzle from signs you are getting. Pay attention to the coincidences you experience. There are no coincidences in this reality. We are getting signs every day, all day. So pay attention. Triple numbers, prophetic dreams, downloads, people randomly having discussions about things you had questions in your mind. Pay attention, okay? And then we got honest work. It's okay to have a job that's not very glamorous. Get some experience to help you move up in the future. Success is a process, not a quick fix. You know, for me, it's like whatever you've been going through, whatever you've worked in the past, these were stepping stones. That's what they're saying. It doesn't matter what got you here. It's where you are now, okay? Or where you will soon be. One last card. Career. Authority. It says clashes with the boss or a challenge to your power will compel you to respond. Choose peaceful solutions if you can. I feel like you're meant to lead, and I don't feel like you are meant to work under another person. For many of you, you are meant to be the leader. And so if there is trouble or turbulence at work where you work under someone else, this could be the driving force for you making the decision to go out on your own and be your own boss. Take that if it applies for you. You could feel trapped in the energy or the position that you're in. It says you feel stuck in your current situation, but you do have options. Look for another job while keeping the one you have for now. Until the divine makes it clear to you where they want you to move toward, they said just stay where you are until that opportunity is presented to you, and then you'll know what to do. You'll know where you need to go. So that makes sense. So let's ask really quick about love. And I'm not sure. I shouldn't have wore the earbud because I think the earbud does interfere with the microphone. So if the microphone is lower today, I'm sorry. I will not wear the earbud moving forward. And I am looking into new microphones. So bear with me, guys, until I can figure out what I'm going to do with the microphone. All right. What love advice do you have for my sweet Virgos? Love. Love for Virgo. So they want you to let go of trying to control the dynamic, Virgo. I know when you're alone, you'll want to share your life with someone, and it causes us to get almost anxious, like, I'm ready. Why is my person not here? But what we do is we're placing fear around it, and that can delay it. So they're saying it's time to let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. You will not miss your person. What's meant for you will be for you. It is a past life relationship. When you meet this person, they're going to feel very familiar to you. It's going to lead to a wedding or a long-term commitment. There will be a lot of flirting, and it is new love. Okay? It is new love. This is not a past person. And I can hear you guys saying, thank you, Jesus, because it is not a past person. This is someone brand new that will feel very familiar. You will feel comfort. They bring you peace, unlike a past person that stressed you out. This is someone you may meet around a holiday. So that's a little clue as to when you may meet this person. Last one. It's true love. It is true love. I love it. Absolutely love it. All right. Let's just get a couple from the tarot and see what we get for this new relationship that's coming in. Tell me for Virgo about this new love. Tell me about the new love for Virgo. Some of you take what resonates with the Fool on the fence. You're afraid to make the wrong decisions. You're afraid to put yourself back out there. But I do see you embracing the new beginning. I see you doing it. I see you meeting people. Yeah, this is because you had, for some of you, a failed marriage in the past. Maybe you were abandoned. And we saw the Ten of Swords. It was traumatic for you, whatever you went through. So that is what keeps you having reservations, mentally conflicted, worrying that you may repeat the same pattern. But what I'd say to you, Virgo, is you've learned to love yourself. When you were in a past dynamic where you were the subject to deception and betrayal and a lot of pain, you did not put yourself first. You were not loving yourself first. Take what resonates. If it doesn't apply to you, it doesn't. But for many of you, it does. So you are not the same person. You now love yourself. You now protect that loving energy. So you don't have to worry. Look at that. You've done so much isolation, soul searching, prayer, meditation, and healing. You're going to recognize toxic patterns in people moving forward. Which is bad news for the past person that wants to swing back around. It's bad news because you've leveled up. You've gone from the Queen of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. Or sorry, I didn't say that by mistake. you went from the Queen of Pentacles to the Empress. You are so high vibrational. You have so much self-love. You exude confidence, independence. Whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. So if this person was insecure before and was trying to knock you down before, they're really insecure now because you are in powerful energy. It doesn't matter because you're blocking this person. So, new love. New love. Yeah. So it's like in the past, you may have been very imbalanced because you were overgiving. You were placing others before yourself, but you're in your full authority now in the Queen of Wands, following your passion, and you've made a decision. You want new. You want somebody that is going to meet you halfway. It's going to lead to victory for sure. For you, it's going to lead to victory. Yeah. It's almost as if, you know, it required you to go through this deception, betrayal, someone cheating or lying in order for you to find your value. And that's what you did. God gave you the truth and clarity, which is helping you in a future relationship because you're not going to settle for less. You're going to pick someone that is willing to put in the work with you. Someone that has strength, courage, confidence, not ego and pride. Yeah, it's like you were dealing with someone in the past. Could have been someone in the King of Wands energy that had operated from ego. This is someone that caused you burdens. It wasn't an equal relationship. It was a burden to you to be in that relationship. Yeah. Things are shifting quickly for you since you've moved away from a very toxic dynamic. There is peace that's being restored, but I also get new love. I get new love. Yeah. I definitely see you moving forward. Seeing through the illusions, the Seven of Cups came out on the fence because you learn to love yourself. You're taking passionate action, doing what makes you happy, moving on. And this is what is calling in this Emperor to the Empress energy, a divine partnership. It's going to be completely different. You're abandoning the past version of you because now you're the Nine of Pentacles, confident and independent. So you are attracting someone that holds that same vibration. Yes, you're still going to be aware of red flags. You're going to be paying attention. You're going to listen to your intuition, and you are definitely not going to overgive. So that's the key here. But there's a lot of amazing things going on for you, Virgo. Keep going. You know you rock. You know you're amazing. I love you guys so much. I am scheduling for next week if you're interested. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Please share the videos, like, and subscribe. And I will see you, Virgos, for tomorrow. Bye-bye.